Once upon a time, in a lush green meadow by the edge of an enchanting forest, there lived a little gray rabbit named Floppy and an orange tabby cat called Whiskers. They were the best of friends, always seeking out daily adventures and mischief. One sunny morning, Floppy was bouncing around the meadow as usual, while Whiskers lazily stretched in a patch of sunshine. "Come on, Whiskers," Floppy called, giggling. "Today, we're going to explore the Mushmallow Grove." Whiskers, intrigued by the idea, got up and padded after his friend. The Mushmallow Grove was known for its soft, springy floor covered in mushrooms and moss, and both animal friends adored visiting it. As they entered the grove, Floppy and Whiskers found themselves in a wonderland of giant, colorful mushrooms. They played hide and seek among the towering fungi, laughing all the while. "Floppy, look!" Whiskers exclaimed, spotting a shiny object nestled between the stems of two mushrooms. It was a golden acorn. Floppy's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Wow, it looks magical. Let's take it to the wise old owl, he might know something about it." Off they went, hopping and prancing toward the great oak tree where the wise old owl resided. The wise old owl was perched on his branch against the blue sky backdrop. "Hello, little ones," he hooted. "What brings you here today?" The duo showed him the golden acorn. The owl adjusted his spectacles thoughtfully. "Ah, this is a wishing acorn, but it will only grant a wish when placed at the top of the tallest mushroom in Mushmallow Grove at sunset." Spirits high with excitement, Floppy and Whiskers raced back to the grove, but along the way, Floppy stumbled into a bush. Out came a group of mischievous chipmunks. "Hey, that's our treasure," chirped one of the chipmunks, trying to snatch the acorn. Whiskers intervened playfully, "Catch me if you can," and he dashed off with the acorn, chipmunks in tow. Floppy and Whiskers laughed and zigzagged through the grove, keeping the acorn away from the chipmunks just long enough until the sun began to set. As twilight settled, they reached the tallest mushroom. With teamwork, Floppy hopped onto Whiskers' back and reached the top just in time. The moment the acorn was placed, it shone brightly, and a gentle twinkling sound filled the air. "Make your wish," whispered Whiskers. Floppy closed his eyes and wished for an endless supply of fresh carrots and cream. Poof! Their favorite treats appeared before them. Once upon a time, in a beautiful meadow where every creature lived harmoniously, there existed two very special friends. Benny the rabbit, with fur as white as freshly fallen snow, and Cleo the cat, whose sleek black coat glistened under the sun, were inseparable. The day began bright and early as Benny hopped over to Cleo's house, a cozy nook beneath the old oak tree. "Wake up, Cleo. Another day of adventures awaits," chirped Benny with an eager twitch of his long ears. Cleo stretched lazily, blinking her big green eyes before leaping gracefully down from her treetop perch. "All right, Benny, let's start by exploring the butterflies in the meadow." Off they went, with Benny leading the way, hopping joyfully. Cleo followed with her elegant, silent stride, her tail swaying like a gentle breeze. As they entered the meadow, a swarm of colorful butterflies fluttered around them. "Look, Cleo, look. This one's the size of my paw," exclaimed Benny in astonishment. Cleo tried to catch the butterflies, but each time she leapt, they escaped her playful paws, only to swirl around Benny's twitching nose. "Try hopping like me," suggested Benny, and Cleo attempted a clumsy hop, ending in an ungraceful tumble. Both burst out laughing, the meadow echoing with their giggles. "Maybe hopping isn't for me," said Cleo, smiling as she dusted herself off. They moved to the edge of a sparkling stream where Benny showed Cleo how to flick water with his paws to create rainbow sparkles. "Watch this." Benny flicked a splash of water, and a tiny rainbow danced over Cleo's head. Cleo jumped back, more amused than annoyed. Inspired, Cleo swished her paw, creating a larger splash, accidentally drenching Benny. Cleo gasped, "Oops. Sorry, Benny, I didn't mean to make a splash that big." Benny shook off the water, droplets flying in all directions like little rain showers. "It's all right, now I'm freshened up," he chuckled. Drying off in the afternoon sun, they decided to climb the hill and watch the clouds. "That one looks like a carrot," Benny pointed excitedly. Cleo saw a cloud resembling a giant mouse. Look, look! It's Mr. Squeakers, she cried, mimicking her feline focus. As the sun began to set, they headed back home. Today was the best adventure ever, Benny remarked, snuggling into Cleo's soft fur. Cleo wrapped her tail around Benny as they settled under the old oak tree.